We back with another one. NXT, August 26, 2025, Tuesday. The first NXT after Heat Wave. If you don't know, man, Heat Wave was a crazy event. One of their best Heat Waves yet. A lot of stuff went down, and that's how they actually kicked off the NXT show tonight with Heat Wave, like a Heat Wave highlights. Cause Heat Wave was fire. It was a real good PLE. If you ain't seen it, make sure you check it out. But let's just get right into it, man. They kicked the show off with Wwe Nxt coming out. He kicked the show off, pretty much talking about how he the number one contender. He next to take Oba down. He next to break the streak of Oba to get that belt off of Oba Femi. He was pretty much talking about how he ready. He the one. And then in the middle of that, who came out and interrupted him?
Josh Briggs.
The one and only Josh Briggs. No one has seen Yoshiki. There's been rumors out there that he been staggering around in the back of the grocery stores out there, but we don't know for sure. But they got to talking greasy to each other. Josh Briggs feel like he the number one contender. I don't know how he even feel that. What work has Josh Briggs put in to feel like this? Do you know?
I don't know.
How the heck he even in the number one? And honestly, I don't know how Wwe Nxt either. He came back, won one match against what's his name? Jasper Troy. And all of a sudden he in the title contention? I don't think so. But anyway, Ava came out and she said basically they gonna have a fight. Wwe Nxt versus Josh Briggs. Whoever wins this fight is gonna be an official number one contender to face Oba Femi at No Mercy at the end of September. So make sure y'all look out for that. Who you got winning that match and why?
I don't know.
You don't know who you got? Well, I got Wwe Nxt beating Josh Briggs. So I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. Both of these guys is really on the odd side. Wwe Nxt and Josh Briggs. I don't know what to think about them, but they should. Whoever win gonna get to go against Oba. But after that, they showed some Heat Wave footage of Blake Monroe talking to Ava in the back, and you could tell Ava, she do not like Blake Monroe. A lot of people don't, especially in the locker room. Blake has no friends in the locker room. After she dissed Jordan Grace, talked about her looks, basically called her fat and ugly and short. And Jordan Grace is not fat, ugly, or short. She's big, mama pump. Do your research. She out here. Check Jordan Grace out. She out here. But yeah, Blake just feel like she looks so much beautiful. And Ava don't like that. So Ava pretty much letting her know that yeah, she got some stuff planned for her or whatever. But they actually had a match between the rematch between Blake Monroe versus Kalani. If y'all don't know, I think they fought about a week ago, or maybe it might have been a couple of weeks ago. And who broke up the first match between Blake Monroe and Kalani?
Jordan Grace.
Yeah, Jordan Grace broke up the first match. And if y'all don't know, about a month ago, Callie Armstrong, the Evolve Women's champion, fought Carmen Petrovich. And who came out and broke that match up?
Jordan Grace.
Yeah, Jordan Grace been breaking up a lot of matches lately. But yeah, she broke up that match they had a couple of weeks ago. So Blake Monroe and Kalani, they was going to run it back tonight for sure. And you already know that's a good matchup between them two. We already know Blake Monroe, she could take a lot of damage. She fresh off of just beating Jordan Grace. So you already know she faced some of the best. Jordan Grace is not an easy opponent to beat. But she was definitely ready to get her hands on Kalani. Same with Kalani. They was definitely going at it the whole match. It was a great match too. They was going at it for back and forth. Neither one of them was getting the edge. They was going back and forth. Kalani with her high flying stuff, Blake Monroe with all her like technical stuff and all that. They was going back and forth. Nobody really got the advantage, and all out of nowhere, all of a sudden, who came out?
Jordan Grace.
What do you think about Jordan Grace interrupting all these matches?
I hate it.
Well, I thought that was your girl.
No.
Jordan Grace, Big Mama Pump. You love her. You love her theme music though.
Don't fire Def Rebel.
I know he loves Jordan Grace theme music. And but that theme music hit. She came out, and Blake Monroe took off running to the back. She got to the back. If y'all when she did it the first time, she took off running from Jordan Grace. She ran out the back door, got in the parking lot, got in the black truck, drove off. Went to Wendy's, got something to eat, and didn't come back for the rest of that night. This time she couldn't do that. Jordan Grace pre-locked the doors before the NXT even started. She locked the doors, so Blake Monroe had to run back in the match. She was so damn worried about Jordan Grace being out there, so scared. Kalani caught her slipping, hit her with a big move, and she went up there and hit her with a special that moonsault off the top rope, that split-legged moonsault. Caught Blake Monroe slipping, and Kalani got the win easily. What did you think about that match, man?
It was a pretty decent match.
Yeah, Jordan Grace came out though, and she interrupted it, and Kalani got the win and capitalized on that, because that's what Kalani do. She capitalized on stuff. She is the first. She was the first woman to ever win that Women's North American champion. But they got Worlds Collide coming up very soon, September 12th. If you don't know, they had the first one earlier this year. And AAA, WWE bought them, so it's going to be a lot of action going on. Y'all already know there'll be a lot of NXT superstars in AAA doing their thing too. Lola Vice was just there a couple of nights ago, and she was at Triple Mania. So make sure y'all look out for that. Worlds Collide September 12th. But after that, though, we had Miles Bourne in the back talking, like getting an interview, getting ready for the special match he had tonight. Man, what kind of match did and who was Miles Bourne going against?
Lexus King.
What kind of match?
A blindfold match.
Set by the one and only Ava. You already know. To me, I don't know why Ava would set a match like this. A blindfold match. Come on, man. She could have put them in a table match, a cage match, anything goes match. Any a first blood match, anything but a blindfold match. I'm not a fan of like these type of gimmicky matches. It remind me of like Buff Bagwell, Judy Bagwell on the forklift match. Blindfold matches. I don't know, man. They was running around. They couldn't see, hit each other. The crowd. It was really awkward to me. But Lexus King, y'all already know he a dirty snake. Just last week, he sprayed hot piss straight in Miles Bourne's eyes, got all on his eyes and ears, and you know what? He got a rash because of that, and he had to sit out for a little bit. But now he's back, and Lexus King dirty, man. When the ref wasn't looking, after he like poked the ref in the eye, he lifted up his blindfold and started pretty much beating Miles Bourne's ass, and he got the quick victory out of there. Miles Bourne didn't know what to do, simple as that. And that was an easy win for Lexus King. We already know he was going to cheat the whole time. What did you think about that match?
Why? Just why?
Lexus King, his head ain't been right ever since he lost that Heritage Cup, point blank. But after that, we got Sinclair in the back looking real worried, real upset, nervous, scared. She back there pacing back and forth. She can't find nobody to be her partner. Cause she got she had a big match that night against the Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley. She couldn't find nobody to be a partner. The Charles Dempsey walked up and he found her a partner. Who was Sinclair find for a partner?
Kendall Gray.
The one and only Kendall Gray from Evolve. You already know she like one of the best women on Evolve as far as her win percentage. She don't lose a lot of matches, even though she just did lose against Alba Fire, I think a couple of weeks ago or whatever. But Kendall Gray and Sinclair, it turns out they're going to be a team. And that ended up being the next match. Kendall Gray and Rand Sinclair versus Izzy Dame and Tatum Paxley. You know the Cullen. And they was out there with her. Who's the two dudes in the Cullen?
Sean Spears and Nico Vance.
Yeah, they was out there with her, supporting her 100%. And Izzy and Tatum, they was they a different type of tag team. Tatum thinks she got a best friend. And you can see just as the Kendall Gray and Sinclair was doing good. And let me tell you, Sinclair was looking real good out there too. All of them was looking good. All the women in this match was looking real good. That's 100% fact. But Sinclair, she had it. She definitely had it going on. But everybody was doing their thing. Sinclair and Kendall Gray make a good team. So does Izzy and Tatum. But if you pay close attention, you could definitely tell that Izzy Dane really don't care about Tatum Paxley. She don't really care about her. Oh, she was tagging herself in when Tatum Paxley was trying to do her certain moves and get things going. Izzy Dane was just like interrupting. You could just tell. It showed a couple of weeks back when Tatum Paxley was trying to get a title shot and Izzy Dane was like kind of like, you shouldn't do it. I should do it and stuff. You could just tell Izzy Dane is not Tatum Paxley friend. It came to one point in the match where Tatum Paxley got put in a real bad armbar by Kendall Gray. And Izzy Dane had the chance to go save her before she get her arm broke or injured. She didn't even care. She didn't even look over there really. She just grabbed Rand Sinclair, hit her with her move, special move, caught her with a powerbomb or something, a choke slam or something, and she caught her with that. And she didn't even give a damn, not one bit, about Tatum Paxley being in that submission. So she just proved that she cares more about the win than her actually being a friend. And we definitely know that Tatum Paxley, that's all she looking for is an actual friend. But Izzy don't like her at all. What did you think of this match, man?
It was a pretty good match.
Cullen, they got another win. They definitely should be next probably to get the title shot against Dark State. Maybe the Cullen, I don't know. Somebody out of there is gonna get some gold some kind of way. But after that, they had a Trick Williams promo. If y'all don't know, TNA Trick pretty much invaded that. He they top champion right now. He wearing the title upside down. He got baby oil drenched all over the title. The baby oil is all in the nooks and crannies of the title. Trick done had the title so long, man. The title is just, it's got some baby oil on there. You will never be able to get off. They're gonna have to get a whole new title and a whole new strap. They're gonna have to come up with a new title after Trick get it. It's so much baby oil on that damn title. But Trick just pretty much talking this stuff, man. He on the top of the world right now. He doing this thing. He got the belt. He dating Lash Legend. He doing this thing out here. And he who's gonna be the next contender? We don't know, man. Who you think should be the next person to fight Trick for that TNA title?
I think Mike Santana should get one more chance.
Oh, the Bodiqua dude. I don't know. We gonna see what happens with that. I don't think he should get another chance. I think Joe Hendry should get another chance because I believe in Joe Hendry. And maybe you do too if you listening. We gonna see though. It's gonna be crazy though. But after that, they had Ricky Saints versus Josh Briggs. Winner gets the shot at Oberfemi at No Mercy. And let me tell you, this was a really good match. They was going back and forth the whole time. Ricky Saints, he a real like technical fighter, not like a high flyer, but he technical and he got some power to him. And Josh Briggs, he a big dude and he can actually do a moonsault. He a big dude who's super fast. And they was going at it the whole match. This was a real good match. I'm not a huge fan of Josh Briggs, but I definitely respect his wrestling skills. He can do a lot of stuff that people his size cannot do, like the moonsaults and the stuff he can do just athletically. He got some speed on him as far as to go to be that big. And you already know Ricky Saints, man. He do his thing. He like a miniature size Rock or something like that. Like he like the Rock. If the Rock was if you took him and shrunk him down like a couple of feet, that's what he remind me of. But yeah, man, it was a real good match. They was going back and forth the whole match, and Ricky, he a little bit more polished than Josh Briggs. Josh Briggs, he couldn't even get his mind focused. Every time Josh Briggs had an opportunity to make it like a big move in the match, he had too much Yoshiki on his mind. He was thinking about that the whole time. You could just see he can't do nothing without Yoshiki. So Ricky Saints, he was able to catch that victory. So it's definitely gonna be Ricky Saints versus Oberfemi and No Mercy. End of September. It's gonna be crazy. Ricky Saints is officially the number one contender to get a shot at that title, man. Oba ain't had to fight somebody like Ricky Saints yet, and Ricky Saints ain't fought nobody like Oba, so that should be a good match. No Mercy. Make sure y'all tune in. Who you got winning that match? Oberfemi or Ricky Saints?
Ricky Saints. It is time for Oba's reign to come to an end.
Why do you got Ricky Saints beating Oberfemi?
I think he deserves another title, and I think this reign of the ruler should stop.
I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon, but I definitely got Obafemi beating Ricky Saints. Like Obafemi said, it's just another man, ordinary man, nobody special. I don't think Ricky Saints that special at all. I don't know, but we gonna see though. Anything can happen on NXT. You already know. But after that though, they had Sora Ruka and Zarya and Lola in the back, getting ready. And Jada Parker walked up. You already know Miss Parker, And Lola thought she was finna talk stuff, but Jada Parker pretty much congratulated Lola, let her know she did her thing. And out of nowhere, the one and only Last Legend came out. She got in Jada's face for like the second time. She got in her face in Heat Wave too, pretty much letting her know that she ain't nothing and she don't deserve no more title shots. And Jada Parker keep dissing Lash, making fun of that fact that she just got beat down by Nia Jax. And all of that was going on in the locker room. People was chilling. Callie Armstrong was back there, the Women's Evolve champion. Ariana Grace and Stax was back there. It looked like they was just all chilling, having a good time in the locker room. Everybody enjoying themselves. You already know. But after that, you already know Ricky Saints was still in the ring after he just got done beating Josh Briggs. And Obafemi came out while Ricky Saints was still out there. And they got to talk to each other face to face and go at it on the mic. And Ricky Saints was letting them know that he definitely finna take that. He finna stop that title run to Oba. He the only one that can do it. And he was proud of Javon Evans, but ain't nobody gonna put the end to it like Ricky Saints gonna do it. And Femi letting them know that he think deep down Ricky Saints is scared and he not gonna do none of that, and he gonna beat Ricky Saints down just like he beat anybody else. And in the middle of them talking, just going back and forth, who came out and interrupted Obafemi and Ricky Saints?
Dark State.
No, not just Dark State. NXT Tag Team Champions Dark State. They came out and viciously started beating them. They got on the mic at first, and you don't really see that too often. Dion Lennox, he got on the mic talking big stuff, talking about address them as the tag team champions now, and they run NXT now, and they got in that ring and they started beating down Oba and Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints is ready though. He got on the mic and said, "I'll take whatever option y'all want to throw at us. Let's do it right now." He wasn't scared, and neither was Oba, and they kind of was teaming up for a minute, but Dark State was too many of them. They started beating their ass. And then who came out there to help Oba and Ricky Saints?
Hank and Tank.
They just got their ass beat by Dark State. That's how Dark State got the titles. They just beat them at Heatwave. So Hank and Tank came out, got a little revenge, and Oba and Ricky Saints was able to get a few moves in. They ended up throwing all the Dark State out the ring, and it was just them four in the ring. And later on that night, Ava had a announcement that what's the match they're gonna do next week with all of them?
A 4-on-4.
What's the teams?
Ricky Saints, Obafemi, and Hank and Tank versus Dark State.
Yep. So y'all already know that. Look out for that. That's gonna be an 8-man tag next week. That should be crazy. But after that though, they had like the advertisement for the WWE Speed Championship. If y'all didn't know, the WWE Speed Championships, both of them, the man and women, they come into to NXT. Them quick 2-3 minute matches and 2-3 minute match tournaments and all that. It's gonna be on NXT. I don't even know who the man's speed champion is right now. I think it's El Grande Americano. Don't know, but I know the women's speed champion right now is Sora Ruka, and they're gonna be doing some matches all throughout these next couple of weeks, like Candice LeRae and Lanley Reed, Zaya Brooks, and there's somebody else too. I forgot. It's another woman, but they finna do some tournaments and all that. I still think Sora Ruka gonna end up keeping the title at the end of the day. But after that though, they had Alba Fire versus who?
Tyra May Steele.
Yes. Y'all already know. Tyra May Steele and Tavion, they just lost at Heat Wave. So they trying to get some victory, bring some victories back to America. I don't think Alba Fire is American either, but yeah, Alba Fire versus Tyra May Steele. They won at it. And Alba Fire, if y'all don't know, she, of course she had the Herberts with her, Chelsea Green. She just had Piper Niven. Piper Niven just beat Charlotte Flair with the help of the Herberts. So they pretty much was out there looking to do the same thing. Ethan Page was out there. Same scenario, just Alba Fire fighting Tyra May still. And we all know Alba Fire, she got a lot of experience. She done fought some of the best of the best. But Tyra May still is just too strong. She like a black Jordan Grace. She was catching her ankle locks, hitting her with German suplexes and all of that. Just too much for her. She ended up wearing her down. And Tyra May still, she easily caught that victory. Those two is not a good matchup at all. It would not even be nowhere close at all if the Secret Herpes was out there. If it was just Alba Fire all by herself against Tyra May Steele, that might be a 2-3 minute match. Tyra May Steele winning easily. But after that, though, after Tyra May Steele won, they end up like ambushing her and Tavion and all that. They beating them down. Ethan Page, Chelsea Green, they all got into it. Tavion almost hit Chelsea Green. I thought he was finna bitch slap Chelsea Green. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen in the future? He wanted to do it. You seen it in his eyes. He wanted to hit her with everything, but he didn't do it. That was a smart decision. Booker T was on the mic, too, like, don't you hit that woman. Good thing he did not hit that woman. But Ethan Page ended up beating his ass, and they put the Canada flag over him like he was dead. And you know, Tavion, who knows, man? We might not even see him next week. Even though Tyra May still got that win, though. They got embarrassed after that. But after that, Hank and Tank, they was backstage with Ava trying to get a crack at Dark State. And Ava let them know already. Dark State already came here and requested a match against y'all. So they was shocked, like, to bring it on. But she said that's what she announced, that it's gonna be the 8-man tag. So like I said, look out for that. That's gonna be next week. Who you got winning that match though? With Dark State against Oba and Ricky and Hank and Tank.
I got Dark State.
Damn. I don't know. I think I might have Dark State too, man. Dark State, man, they don't play. Now, if it was Oba by itself, I'd probably get Oba. But Dark State as a whole, and I'm not a huge Hank and Tank fan at all right now. I don't think Hank and Tank can hold up with Dark State. But after that, though, they had JC Jane in the back, walking around mad. You know, she pissed off. She lost that TNA Knockout championship to Ash by Elegance. So JC just got one title, and she can feel it coming. She can feel it in her heart, in her stomach, in her jellies, that Lola Vice is finna get that belt. So she was walking around mad. And then they started interviewing her, and she pretty much got into it with Jasmine Nix, man. Jasmine Nix tired of getting dissed and thrown to the side. Jasmine Nix said she want to compete for that speed championship, and JC Jane like dissed her on that, and they kind of got into it. JC Jane and Fallon had walked off. It's no sisterhood right now in the Fatal Influence. They looking weak right now. They just lost the title, and they having fights inside of their crew. So it's not looking good. But after that, though, they had Lash Legend and Jada Parker. They announced that Lash Legend and Jada Parker will be fighting next week. So make sure y'all look at that. The Bougie Bully versus Miss Parker. That's going to be crazy. Let me know what y'all think about that. Who you got winning that match, man, out of them two next week?
I would want Jada to win, but let's be honest. She's always going to lose.
I got Lash Legend beating Jada Parker easily. Jada Parker ain't ready for Lash. Lash just fought Nia too. She looking to let out some aggression, and she looking to throw around somebody since she couldn't throw around Nia Jax like that. But after that, we had the main event of the night: Lola Vice, Zarya, Soul Ruka versus who?
Fatal Influence.
The one and only Fatal Influence. And I love their theme song too, y'all. I be bumping their theme song in the car and all that. If y'all didn't know, this is facts. But they was going at it, man. But really, not really. I mean, really think of this matchup right here. We talking Fatal Influence. JC Jane, is she really better than anybody on the opposite team? No. Lola Vice is a whole damn mixed martial arts fighter. Zarya is a huge powerhouse, strong as hell, look like she'll bite you and grab you and really squeeze places you don't want to be squeezed at. Soul Ruka is a beast. She's snatching souls. She a double champion. What makes you think Jasmine Nix and JC Jane can keep up with that? Even though JC Jane the title, they couldn't keep up with that. Lola Vice was too strong. Damn every man they thought that she was throwing at them. Zarya is too strong. And so Ruka's just too crafty. She's just too skilled. They couldn't keep up. the only person that can really keep up in any type of way is Fallon Henley. JC Jane can't really do nothing. I love her special though, the Rolling Encore, and the Jasmine Nix. She still is a rookie. She's still learning. She can't really even do nothing really big by herself either. So Lola, Zarya, and So Ruka, they just put that pressure on them all around the board. And at the end of the match, Zoe Ruka, she caught one of them with a nasty spear outside. Then you had Soul Ruka snatch. I forgot which soul she snatched, but a soul definitely got snatched. And then you had Lola Vice catching them with back fists. And it was just happening back to back to back. That team right there is an OP team right there. All three of them are just on a different level, especially compared to Fatal Influence. They easily got that win. Lola Vice, Zarya, Soul Ruka, they beat Fatal Influence in the main event. And it was easy. They had some moments. Both teams had some moments, but they was just too much. What did you think of that match, man?
It was a great match in my opinion.
Definitely, man. This was the first NXT after Heatwave. If y'all don't know, Heatwave, that just finished, and we got No Mercy. That's later in September, but we got the NXT Homecoming, and I think it's another NXT event they doing. NXT Homecoming. They got the NXT No Mercy. They got Worlds Collide coming up soon. And this Sunday coming up, don't forget, they got Clash in Paris. It's finna get crazy. We got a lot of big pay-per-views coming up. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Next week, we got a lot of big matches. NXT, man, make sure y'all stay with it, man. Message of the day.
We talking about LA Knight. He'll use his LA might to put up a LA fight. You can't even hide anything from him. He'll use his LA sight.